Hey guys, welcome back to MMA Library. Today in MMA and UFC news, Sean O'Malley recently suggested Jon Jones hasn't returned to the cage because of some unmentioned USADA problems. Here's the clip.
What about Jon Jones, dude?
Oh, they said he's returning.
I've been
soon,
hearing
though.
that, though.
I think at the end of this
But why
the year.
hasn't he? Is it USADA that we just haven't heard about? Because why hasn't he fought?
Well, I know they were looking for Stipe, and Stipe was coming off an injury, a knee injury of some sort, I think. So I think that, I mean, you just never know. There's so much speculation. I don't know why he hasn't fought. Maybe he's still wanting to put on some weight to where he's really feels comfortable at heavyweight.
That motherfucker looks big, bro.
His legs look skinny, but his upper body looks huge. I mean, he's been out of the fight game for a while. Maybe he just wants to make sure he's confident. Because when you get up to heavyweight, that one punch power, he maybe wants to make sure he can.
Yeah, that's
Hopefully see him.
Khamzat Chimaev recently spoke about his training with Jon Jones.
He said if I finish him that easy way, I do with everybody. He said people want to see only the fight for title, and he said maybe I give you that chance. It's Ramadan after the fight, be here in Ramadan. We'll see after Ramadan, maybe go to some other gyms. Maybe I'm gonna go right to Jon Jones. I said to him I want to train with him. The guys who he's beat, it was monsters in this division. He didn't get some easy fighter, but he's make them easy, easy fights.
Friday just passed, and this week, Dana White tries the pizza burger.
What's up, everybody? It's Friday here at UFC headquarters, and today we'll be trying the pizza burger. Use the bottom of a glass to flatten out the top bun. Add pizza sauce, cheese, and pepperoni. Build your burger with patty, lettuce, and the pizza bun. All right, here we go, gang. I'm going in for a second bite. That's the best thing I've had in a very long time. Winner. Pizza burger is a winner.
On a recent episode of the Weighing In podcast, Big John and Josh talk about the UFC's 145-pound division.
Max Holloway is still number one. So how do you you've already had Max against Yair. That's the order that right now they are in the rankings. And then Josh Emmett, right? I believe, or Brian Ortega. Brian Ortega is still above Josh Emmett. And you look and you go, all right, you've already had Max Holloway against Yair. So if you're going to go with your number one against number two, that's who you would put in that interim belt. You don't want to do that.
No.
You would want to have to put the two guys that have not faced Volkanovski in Josh Emmett and Yair Rodriguez. You would bypass both Max and Ortega. And so, okay, so you get that interim. What does it mean? What does it really mean? Does it change anything? Does it change your mind about the division? Nope.
Let's be honest, though. I mean, I'm going to throw this out there just because. Let's just say. Volk beats Islam. I don't think any way that it happens, but if it does,
Okay.
does Volk
It could
stay at
definitely
55?
happen.
Does he stay at 55?
I think he wants to be the champion of both. He talks.
Yeah.
You got the one thing you got to say is this is a guy that wants to fight, likes to fight, and does it at a high frequency.
Javier Mendez recently gave his opinion on Khamzat Chimaev. Here's the clip.
What are your views on Khamzat?
Khamzat is unbelievable. When I met him at the Apex in Las Vegas, that's the UFC training center, I watched him work out and I said, wow, he was working out with Latir Latifi. I was like, this guy's amazing. And I watched him shadow box. I'm going to hit the bag. And this is before he said, I'm done. I retired because he felt that the COVID got him. Remember, he had got COVID and he was retired. And I was so impressed with him. I said, wow, this guy's going to be amazing, right? And then I hear he retired. And I'm like, huh?
Yeah, who retired? How?
How? That guy's so talented. I go, why would he retire? And then, of course, he got talked by the Chechen president to come back. So he came back. He's amazing. He's an amazing fighter. We'll see how far he goes, but I wouldn't be so shocked, if he's the champ soon. I would not be shocked.
Joe Rogan has recently given his take on whether or not the Anderson Silva-Jake Paul fight was rigged. Here's what he had to say. Some people are trying to say the fight was fixed because of the knockdown. I just want to explain to people what happened. Anderson moved forward to Jake Paul, and Jake Paul hit him with a sort of stepping jab and caught him on the chin. And when he caught him on the chin, Anderson Silva was falling backwards. And then he leans away from the right hand and he goes down. Then he was down from the punch, but it looks like the right hand doesn't connect, but the left hand is what's catching him. The dude hits hard, and for anybody to say he doesn't hit hard because he's a YouTube star, if this guy was not a YouTube star, and he was some dude who went out there and flatlined Tyron Woodley with one punch and just knocked down Anderson Silva in the 8th round, come on son, that's legit. Anybody that says that's not legitimate is crazy. He cracked him. Dude, he can fight. Is he the best in the world? No. But is he getting better with every fight? Yes. Is he a 25-year-old guy who's a legit athlete? Yes. If this is what he wants to do, this guy's making an insane amount of money, and he loves it. He's beating people that everybody said he shouldn't be in the ring with. Chael Sonnen had this to say about whether or not Colby Covington will fight Khamzat Chimaev.
Do you think that Colby is going to fight Chimaev? I don't know that we have anybody clearer that is a rising star that they're trying to get to a #1 contendership, and they includes you. And we also know that Dana likes the idea. We know that because Dana gave us the idea, and Dana had told Pat McAfee that he would like to make that Chimaev versus Colby. So we know that everybody likes the idea. Problem I have with that fight is as recently as 4 days ago on the Underground Forum, there was a poster for that fight complete with a date. It was going to be in March. It was going to be a #1 contendership. It was going to be Colby versus Chimaev. And we all believed it, myself included. I realize that's not a great place to just go get news, and I realize that kids with their editing skills, I knew that wasn't a UFC-made poster. The only problem that I've had since then is Colby, who is a master of making sure people know what he's going to do next, and Chimaev, who loves to let people know what he's going to do next, have both been completely quiet. What clue do we derive from that? And the fact that both guys have gone quiet could signify that we have a deal.
What do you guys think about Chael's comments? Will we see Colby face off against Khamzat in the near future? Let us know your opinion in the comment section. Dustin Poirier gives some insight into why he and Michael Chandler have not been seeing eye to eye in the lead up to their fight on November 12th. Here's the clip.
I think it started maybe in Abu Dhabi whenever they asked me about fighting him, and I was kind of brushed it off. He took that like I was disrespecting him. And then since then, it's just we're in the same division. We're on a collision course. This is fighting. That's just what it is,
Right. He is a guy, goes 90 million miles an hour, right? I mean, he gets out there and gets after it. Does that have to change your mindset when going into the fight, when a guy is, not going to get to feel the fight for the first couple of minutes or even the first round, but is going to storm out and really, fight at an extraordinarily high pace? Does that affect the way you game plan?
I mean, every opponent brings something different to the table, but when a guy like Mike comes out guns blazing, I have to take that into account in training camp and how we approach the fight. I have to keep myself protected early. He's a very explosive, powerful, athletic fighter, big puncher. And if I didn't pay attention to that, especially early, it could be huge consequences. So of course we do.
Is this a must win from a standpoint, like, we know how deep this division is, right? And whoever loses, is going to have lost a couple in a row at minimum, right? And put you back, so you're that much further away from the champion if you lose the fight. So to me, it feels almost like it's a must win for both of you guys. Do you look at it that way?
I look at every fight that way. Every fight is a must win.
Guys, thanks so much for checking out the video. If you like the content we do here on this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to MMA Library for all the latest MMA and UFC news. We'll see you in the next video.